momento, por favor. Oh, I forgot to press 1 for English. So I'm in the grocery store this morning, and one of my neighbors sees me, comes up to me and says, "Hey, Mark, how's Sunday treating you?" And I said, like a baby treats a diaper. Because, I've got issues. I mean, look at me. I'm fat and I'm bald, and, I just, feel like I got a rip off here, and I got to deal with this situation. So it ends up, what really got me going, though, was a while back I saw a 60-minute TV show interview, and they were interviewing this college football player, and they were just really impressed with his statistics and his athletic ability. And they said, we just really think you're awesome. And he goes, it's not me. Don't praise me, praise God, because all of my natural athletic ability was a gift from God. And so then I really started thinking, I was like, hey, God, what's my gift? Being fat and bald? This is not working out, and that explains why I got issues. So then I started thinking about it, and I said, well, I was raised Roman Catholic, so I know just what to do. So I started praying about it. And I said, God, I don't mean to feel unappreciative, but I would like to exchange my 2 gifts for something else that I would rather like and be happy with. And so then I felt a lot of pressure because I was thinking about, well, what should I ask for? This is my big chance. And, do I want to look like Brad Pitt or George Clooney, or do I want the singing voice of Adam Levine? And so I really started thinking about it, and I prayed some more, and I said, God, I'm not really sure what I want right now, so could I get a gift card? So that when I do know what I really want, that then I can get it. And so, I actually got it, and I got a gift card from God. Gift card from God, priceless. What's in your wallet? So I know that in the Bible it says that the Lord helps those that help themselves. So I knew I wasn't going to get whatever I was getting right away, and I needed to deal with my own reality. So I needed to join the gym and lose some weight. And over the last year, true story, I lost 50 pounds. I still got a ways to go. I started out taking aerobics classes. I was going like 3 days a week and doing really great, feeling good, losing weight. And then my aerobics instructor got sick. She had appendicitis. So I was all like thrown out of whack. And so I come in during my normal schedule, and the instructor comes in. She goes, "Sorry, your normal instructor is out sick. I'm not a certified aerobics instructor. I teach Zumba." And so I'm like, Zumba? I'm not ready for Zumba. I don't know anything about Zumba. And all of a sudden the music starts and she gets going. I'm like, Zumba, Zumba, the arms and legs are flailing every which way. Zumba, 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 Zumba. I felt like this lady was up in front with like a TV remote control. Fast forward. Reverse. Hey lady, you gonna watch this show or not? It's like all of a sudden, why don't you hit pause so I could at least take a drink of water or something here. So I stuck with it. I was there to, do my thing and lose my weight. I was doing okay. Then after we go through that part, then she goes, okay, now we're going to do ab exercises, so get your mats out. And I'm like, ab exercises? I don't even have abs. And so then we started laying down on the mat, and I was like, this is the same mat that the last 2 classes used, back to back for an hour long. And it's like I lay down on this thing, and it's like laying down on a Subway sandwich roll with just oil and vinegar on it. I'm like, this is nasty. But then I said, you know what? Hey, maybe it'll help my immune system. I'm trying to be positive about it. But I said, hey, all I can tell you is the first case of Ebola, and I'm buying my own mat. So it ends up, I thought that I was doing great, but I was done with the aerobics class and the mat and everything. And so I went to one of the personal trainers and I said, hey, can you show me about how to use the machines? Because I'd really like to do some strength training, and I heard that helps you lose weight too. So I started checking out the machines, and all of a sudden I'm looking around, I'm really thinking that I would like to try the rowing machines. They look, pretty interesting, but every time I went over to use the rowing machines, it seems like there was these two Cuban families that were just monopolizing the rowing machines. Like, 90 miles, we're almost there. So I guess, after you get going with whatever exercise, you just stick with what works. You stick with what works for you. So it ends up, I thought we were doing great. My wife was also going to working out, and she goes, hey, I think we're doing pretty good for two old farts. And I said, hey, wait a minute, I'm not an old fart, I'm an old burp. I prefer that, I think it's less offensive. And I know with all my faults, my wife really loves me because she calls me her pumpy umpy yumpkin. But I think, I'm a little skeptical because just this last Halloween, I think she wanted to carve me and put me out on the front porch. So it ends up that after going to the gym and everything, that I had to drive home, and LA traffic is really shitty. It's like, oh my God, it's rush hour all day long. And you're driving and you're trying to be, the good citizen and leaving enough distance and everything. And then some asshole always pulls right in and takes up that space. It's like you're looking in your rearview mirror, your side mirror, and all of a sudden some asshole's pulling up on the left. And it's like, Klingons approaching rapidly from the port side, Captain. Thank you, Mr. Sulu. Full force fields, Mr. Chekhov. Aye, aye, Captain. So all of a sudden this guy cuts you off and you're all pissed off. You don't know what to do. You're just so frustrated. So I've got the solution for that. What you do is everybody gets authorized to have paintball guns on the hood of their car. And you've got the trigger on your steering wheel. And so some asshole, cuts you off, pop, pop, pop. Somebody is like, talking on their cell phone, doing 40 miles an hour in the fast lane, pop, pop, pop. Someone who's got their windows down and playing loud music that you don't like, pop, pop, pop. And it's not only for when you're driving, it's also you can deal with, pedestrians that way too. Like, let's say that you're at you're driving up a regular side street and someone jaywalks, pop, pop, pop. You're sitting at a red light with a right turn and someone is leisurely strolling through the crosswalk, pop, pop, pop. Let's say a baby that you wave to in a stroller that doesn't wave back, pop, pop, pop. Just in the leg, just in the leg. Only shoot babies in the leg. So it ends up that you're just so frustrated with the whole thing, but you move through it, and ultimately, actually, you can use it at Costco too. I bring my paintball gun to Costco, and if somebody cuts in line in front of me of the free samples, pop, pop, pop. And so, it's like now I'm driving around the neighborhood with polka music going on in my car, and I'm driving around a big four-wheel drive gumball machine singing, roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Just firing away those paintballs. And then when the cops see somebody with a polka-dotted car, they pull them over. We got you now, sucker. So after I'm working out at the gym and then dealing with the traffic, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm having trouble sleeping. And so I took my wife to the mattress store and we checked out all the different mattresses. And the first one that we looked at was one of those Craftmatic beds, like they have in the hospital. So, checked that one out, laid down in it, and I kind of liked it. And I asked my wife, I said, would you be willing to get up in the morning dressed in a nurse's outfit and bring me my coffee? And she said no. So we didn't get that one. So then we tried out the memory foam bed. And I was concerned, looking at the long-term solution here, that I said after a while, the memory foam is just going to get Alzheimer's, and then it's not going to fit right, and it's not going to feel good. So didn't get that one. And then looked at the futon, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the futon. Futon is a Japanese word for park bench. And I think it's actually the bed that the American POWs slept on in the Japanese prison camps. And it was like a form of torture. So I laid down on that one, checked it out. I thought it was okay, but then my wife was really interested in it because she thought that if I slept on it that night, that when I woke up in the morning, I would be predisposed to tell her everything she wanted to know. And so we didn't get that one. So then the last one that we looked at was what I called the sport utility bed. It's a really thick mattress that sits up nice and high, and it's got plenty of storage room underneath. But the really thing that's good about it is that before you go to bed at night, you can look underneath and see if there's any monsters. So you sleep real good. So we slept real good on that bed. That's the one that we got. So lastly, is there any singles in the audience? Any single guys? I have a tip for single guys. You know how that when you go out and then the ladies are always complaining about guys, they don't know how to use cologne, either they don't use any and they stink. Or they put so much on, it's like, what do you work at Abercrombie and Fitch or something? It's like air pollution. So I know what really motivates women, and that's money. And so what I recommend is that you go to the bank and you ask the teller for 2 crisp new $100 bills. And then you just rub it all over. And the women can smell you from a block away. It always works. So that's my time. My ankle bracelet is going off, so I gotta go. Thank you very much. I'm Mark Sweeney.
I'm normally completely broke, ladies. I won my Super Bowl little squares. All right. First off, let's give it up for this lady who's still